They're telling us that 2024 will mark a significant turning point in the cryptocurrency ecosystem within the next few months. Some of you may be sitting there thinking, oh, get out of here. I've heard that many times, but this time it's different. They're all saying that they know the agenda and that now is your chance to either jump on board or stay on the sidelines and possibly profit when prices rise. We'll be discussing a clip from the World Government Summit in today's video. Besides his administration duties, Callan oversees a $276 billion investment firm as the managing director and group CEO of Mubadala, a $276 billion innovative and disruptive sovereign investment firm. We are aware of the transparency that Ripple and XRP possess. After that, we're going to go into great detail about why this date Musk, Elon Anderson, and Peter Thiel horror, in which they're all carrying their XRP bags. We're going to trace it back to an article published on April 5, 2000, and you have to read what's written there. XRP and Ripple people, you guys can choose to remain completely unaware of this as much as you like. However, Elon Musk Peter teases these people's own it's acceptable if you don't find it credible. Could you elaborate for us on what you mean for the UAE in the end? In my opinion, 24 is a very important year in terms of the next 5, 10, or 15 years trajectory, especially when considering the industries that the UAE is concentrating on and, in effect, the industries that we as an investment institution may be concentrating on. As a result, you can identify some major themes when you look at it. Technology for energy transition and artificial intelligence. You are aware that every area within that digital infrastructure is undergoing a significant change. A profound transformation, I suppose. You are aware that every area within that digital infrastructure is undergoing a significant change. A profound transformation, I suppose. That 10 years from now, when we reflect on, we'll examine 2024 and most likely 2023. As incredibly important starting points for a significant investment journey in these areas, years 23 and 24, in my opinion, when investment institutions and nations in this instance made the proper choices. After 10 years, we'll reflect. He claims that there will be a significant, profound alteration of these digital infrastructures, and I believe that if they make the proper choices, they will be really satisfied. As you may remember, the moderator of the panel a few months ago was a Ripple employee. For 2 years, pay attention to their forecast. Close this panel discussion from now on. Here are a few harsh projections for Q4 of 2025. What is the RWA market size? And from what source is the bulk derived? Graham, please don't let us down. Okay, so I'm definitely a little more positive now. But that's been the case for the past 6 years, and I was a little behind my first estimates. However, the market as a whole is made up of 1.4 quadrants for everything that has ever been created. If you start looking at any of those classes, you can see tens of trillions of dollars. Keep in mind that this is a $1.4 quadrillion market. This represents merely a small portion of the enormous market. Consider the following: 30 to 50 trillion XRP are traded on ARX. $50 trillion in 2 years. Ripple Twitter will repeat the session going forward, and they're referring to trillions now. We have someone who works for the UAE government and controls $276 billion, and they suggest that the next 2 years will see a significant change. I also mean remember that we haven't seen anything yet. The clearing homes haven't even arrived, and this is it, people, I know. Some of you may be thinking, well, we've heard this a lot. But what about the people who don't enter and make as much money as they can? We are going to be priced out right now. Morgan Stanley has all of the advisors at these warehouses because of its customers. Stanley Morgan UBS Maryland at BFA Fargo Wells, not a single one of them has authorized Bitcoin on its platform. Nonetheless, and those are our main customers. When it occurs, watch for an explosion. When the main wirehouses begin to come up in the next several months, I believe there will be an even bigger wave. The interesting thing has been the wirehouses, who make up the majority of our clientele. Thus, I believe that the wave is even larger. Approaching, watch for an explosion. Simply hold off until you witness the larger wave arrive. And the blast is indeed approaching. Elon Musk is eagerly anticipating the addition of XRP. Let's now discuss Elon Musk's holding. We have previously written about this tweet of Elon Musk posting this on Twitter on February 11th, 2021. The first coin listed up there is, this screenshot. I'm not even sure where he got it from. Okay, we have XRP and Bitcoin at the top. XRP is number one. Aside from all of this, I'm not even going to open up Gatria for this because we know what Frodo comes up with. Okay, one coin to rule them all. Frodo was the underdog of all. He thought he would fail himself most of all. Beginning on November 25th, Elon Musk created an account in 2013, and for anyone who claims that anyone could make this account, keep in mind that everything was new at the time. When setting up a wallet, it probably made more sense to have a username rather than all the number-generated addresses, so having a username like Musk made it easier to identify. If you don't believe me, that's okay, but just hear me out. Here we have Musk activating the wallet, and 16.7 million XRP are deposited into the wallet before being distributed to Peter Thiel, Anders Horowitz, and this is just incredibly fascinating. I'm not sure who this person is yet. August 26, 2017, saw the creation of an account into which yours truly, Peter Thiel, Musk, and Anderson Horowitz deposited all 17 million XRP. However, the name of this account appears to be linked to Isaac Newton, leading them to claim that Newton activated the account. We'll get to that in a moment. Peter Thiel sent his money into this as well, but who created this wallet? Because it's not Peter Thiel, it's not Musk, and it's not Anderson Horowitz. It's not Asimov, but wait, it is Peter Thiel. When we go into one of the references that Peter Thiel made, Peter Thiel went to Stanford and did a little talk in 2012, and what stuck out to me is what he used in that little speech. He referenced Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton used his time away to pursue self-directed learning and ended up inventing calculus. The drive to make a difference is what truly matters, and you guys could say I'm crazy for this, but I personally believe that Peter Thiel, if he's out there and making a little speech and he uses Isaac N, there's a little soft spot in his heart for Isaac N. So you guys are human, you guys know exactly what I'm about to say. When you guys are close with something, you guys use that in your password's username. So it looks like that Isaac Newton, this account was created by Peter Thiel himself, and in my opinion I think we're pretty accurate on this call of the correlations, like going back to 2012 and just him using a Noonan of verse. Come on, folks, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, but it gets better that they hold XRP. This is April 5th, 2000. X.com announced a $100 million financing round, and Peter Thiel was one of the individuals. Look at where we are today, 2024, and see how it all just goes like this. They have an agenda, they fall on the agenda because that's how things work. Call us crazy, that's okay. But take a look at some of the major investors. These are all areas where Ripple and XRP are heavily integrated and ready for this. Singapore. X.com is the world's leading internet and wireless-based payments company. Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and Japan all shared the same vision, and Ripple and XRP are the disruptors that are taking the market to new heights. You can't even begin to imagine what it would be like to have utility on the chain and all of this stuff. That's why the price isn't rising. Pay attention to the IMF. The World Bank. Don't miss this opportunity. All these high-end heavy hitters have been working with Ripple for the past 5 years, wasting their time to abandon XRP. Just consider it from that angle alone. All these meetings, PDFs, and planned events, along with the flights being taken around the globe, are not indicative of XRP and Ripple's impending massive growth compared to Amazon, Apple, and Tesla. You'll regret it. Having said that, Elon Musk, I sincerely thank every one of you, ladies and gentlemen. Peter Thiel, all these individuals, all these billionaires, are holding XRP. They don't even care, to be honest with you. Take a look at this individual that just spoke, right, Mr. Callan. $276 billion. These individuals are already set for life, right? And they're out here giving us a warning, and the idiots are going to sit there and laugh and not take it, but the ones that are sitting there, and actually see what's about to happen. You guys are going to be rewarded very handsomely for your patience and for your understanding of how all this is working behind the scenes. And what really stuck out from what CUN said was also this part right here, that today, when we look back in 10 years, we will look at 2024 and probably 2023 as really critical foundation years for a massive investment, a journey. When we look back in 10 years, we're going to look back at these years and say these were the foundation years. And I've said this many times in my previous videos that what's happening with Ripple right now, for the past 10 years we have built a foundation, and this could also be said about the whole crypto ecosystem as well. We are just building a foundation of a couple trillions of dollars, and then we are going to see a massive flood of trillions, especially when real-world assets come into effect, and that is the ROI. I mean, it's going to be life-changing in so many ways that we interact with our financial instruments. With that being said, we are all living through history, ladies and gentlemen, and I really appreciate all of you. Please share your thoughts with me in the comments section below. I'm thrilled to be traveling through this adventure with every one of you who tunes in every single day.